Welcome back to day 25 of Flourish and 30. Today we have an upper body circuit to strengthen and sculpt your arms and back. All you need today is a mat and a set of dumbbells. For reference, I have a pair of 5s and 15s with me today. If you have heavier weights available, go ahead and set them nearby so you can challenge yourself with each move, but don't worry if you don't, you just need one set, and don't forget your water. Let's get started with our warm-up. We're going to be lying down on our mat. Let's place those forearms down and lift our chest off the mat, rolling our shoulders back, really opening through that chest. Taking a big deep breath in, let's exhale. Bringing those hands under those shoulders, we push back into our child's pose. Shifting that weight forward, elbows stay tucked as you lower. We bring those forearms back down to the mat and we lift that chest. Lowering back down, hands go under shoulders, we push up and back into our child's pose. Really pushing through the mat, pushing the ground down and away from you. Make sure you are rolling those shoulders back. Breathing through the movement. Big deep breath in as you lift that chest, then exhale as you push back. Keep flowing through this. We have 3 more. Last 2. One more. Perfect. All right, let's shift forward onto all fours. Those knees are under those hips, hands underneath those shoulders. And then from here, let's shift our weight back into our hips. We're going to go into our thoracic rotation. So we're going to open on our left side, reaching those fingertips towards the sky. And then let's thread that hand through our opposite arm and leg. And then we open up wide. And we thread it through. Seeing if you can open a little bit wider each time, really wringing out the spine. Two more. Eyes follow hand. And let's switch it up, bringing it over to that right side, making sure that weight is still shifted back in those hips. Ready? We open on the right, reaching those fingertips towards the sky. We thread that hand through our opposite arm and leg. Inhale as you open wide. Exhale as you reach through. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Reach it through. Perfect. All right, we're going to be staying on our knees, going into some lat squeezes. So let's bring those hands straight over our shoulders. And from here, we drag those elbows back and down into our sides, really squeezing those lats, that outer back, and then press those hands straight back over those shoulders. So drag those elbows back and down to really open up your chest and activate that back. Trying to create some resistance, even though we don't have any weight. Really squeezing that back, squeezing those lats, trying to light them up before we begin. Really dragging those elbows into your sides. We have 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Big squeeze. Perfect. All right, let's get this party started. So we're going to be starting with 1 dumbbell. We have a bicep curl to an Arnold press. So we're going to start on that left side, which means our right foot is going to be forward. So I really want you to activate those glutes, and this is going to help you with your balance and stability. So make sure that that right glute is flexed, and then those ribs are locked down. We don't want any sort of rib flare. All right, grabbing that weight and that left hand, we're going to start with our bicep curl. So palm is facing away from you. That elbow stays locked in. Ready? We curl. And then we're going to rotate that palm away and press straight up. We drop that elbow back down. That palm faces our shoulder. And then we drop down from our curl. And go ahead, bring that right arm straight out to the side. This is just going to help with your balance a bit. So we curl and we press. pressing that weight straight over that shoulder, thinking about bringing your elbow to your ear. And we have 4 more just like this. So we curl, rotate that palm away. As you press straight up over that shoulder, we rotate back and drop it down. Last 3. And 2. Last 1, big squeeze and press and drop down all the way. All right, let's bring it over to the other side. So now that left foot is forward. We are flexing that left glute. Our ribs are locked down. We're locked in. Grabbing that dumbbell with our right hand, bringing that left arm straight out. Ready, that palm is facing away from us. We curl, keeping our elbow locked in. Press straight over that shoulder, elbows to ears. Curl, rotate, and press. Trying to move in a fluid motion, but also breaking up this movement so we're not just rushing through. We're being really mindful, moving with intention. Let's do 4 more. Big squeeze on the curl, press straight up. Last 3, squeeze that core. 2, dropping that weight with a lot of control. Last 1, we curl and press straight up. Drop that weight, slow and controlled. Perfect. All right, from here, we're gonna grab our set of dumbbells, preferably your heavier set if you have them, because we're gonna be going into some single arm rows. So we're gonna be on all 4s grabbing those dumbbells, knees under hips, hands underneath those shoulders. We're gonna kick that right leg straight back, right? So it's acting as our kickstand, and we really wanna pull that belly button up towards our spine. Everything's locked in. From here, let's row that left elbow back towards our hip. We squeeze our lats, our outer back, and we lower with control all the way down. So drive that elbow back and up and lower with control. Big squeeze and control. You got it. Just like this. Focusing on pulling through that back. We have 5 more. We're getting that little hold at the top. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Big squeeze at the top, lower with control. All right, bringing that knee back down under that hip. We kick that left leg straight back. Now we're rowing on that right side. Ready, drag that elbow back and up towards that right hip, and we lower with control, getting that little hold at the top, and we are focusing on our back, doing all of the work. Keeping that elbow tight by your side. We have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, the last 2, and last 1. Big squeeze and lowering nice and slow. Perfect. All right, we've got our 2 big compound moves out of the way. Now we're gonna go into some accessory movements. So we're gonna be going into our lateral raises. You can stand up, but if you want to, you can also just stay on your knees. I'm gonna stay on my knees. This way I don't have to stand up the whole workout. I love that. Grabbing those weights, all the form tips are gonna be staying the same, whether you're standing or on your knees. We're gonna lock our ribs down so our core is locked in. And then when we do our lateral raises, instead of raising straight up to the side, we're gonna keep just the slightest tuck forward. Ready? Slight bend in those elbows. We lift and lower with control. So there's a slight bend in our elbow and a slight tuck forward. This is going to protect our shoulder joints. And 5, 6, 6 more, 6, 5, 4, we're not swinging the weights, moving with control, 3, 2, last 1, big squeeze, lower with control. All right, we're staying here, so you can either stay standing or stay on your knees. We are going to be flipping our palms away from us. Now with this move, I want you to make sure that those shoulders are really rolled back and locked into place. So we want that chest open the whole time. So really keep those lats locked in, shoulders locked back. From here, slight bend in those elbows. We scoop, bringing those weights straight up and then lower with control. So I want you to think about scooping the weights up, bringing them together at the top, and then lowering slow. Those elbows stay pulled back. So you should be starting to feel this in that chest and a little bit in the fronts of those shoulders. We're keeping that slight bend in our elbows. Keep scooping, squeeze at the top. That little hold at the top makes all the difference. 4 more. 4, 3, I'm already shaking. 2, last one, big squeeze and lower with control. All right, guys, nice and simple that first round. Those are our 4 moves. We have 2 more rounds and we'll spice things up a bit each round. Okay, grab a quick drink if you need, and then we're gonna go back to our single arm curl to Arnold press. So the reason I like to do the single arm presses on our knees is it really challenges that stability and balance and that core strength. So it just adds a little something extra. Doing unilateral movements is really, really good for keeping us healthy and strong long term, keeping us balanced. All right, so we're starting on our left side. That right foot is forward, our right glute is flexed. Grabbing that weight, we lock those ribs down so our core is locked in, bringing that right arm straight out. Ready? That palm is facing away, elbow stays locked in. We curl, rotate away, and press. We rotate back, palm faces shoulder, and slowly drop that weight down. So curl, rotate, and press that elbow towards your ear. We're not rushing through. We're making each step of this move count. Halfway, 4 more. Big squeeze and press. Lower with control. All the way down, all the way up. Last 3. 2. 1 more. We curl and press. Ready? Palm faces that shoulder, and we're only going to lower halfway and then curl back up. So lower halfway down, curl back up. Just 6 more like this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more big squeeze, drop it all the way down. All right, let's bring it over to the other side. Woo! These 15s are challenging me. Okay, bringing it over to the right. We bring that left arm straight out. That palm faces away. Our ribs are locked down. Core is engaged. Ready? We curl, rotate away, and press. Elbow stays locked in on the curl. We press that elbow towards our ear. Lower back down. Release all the way. Feeling that left arm as we're just holding it straight out to the side. Woo, already feeling the burn on the second round. 4 more, big squeeze. 3, 2, 1 more. We curl, press, bring that palm facing back towards your shoulder. We lower halfway and up. Just halfway down and up. 6 more, just like this. That elbow stays locked in. And 4, you got it. 3, 2, last one. Big squeeze, lower all the way down. Whew. All right, shake out those arms. We're going to be grabbing both of our dumbbells, going into our single arm row. So placing those right underneath those shoulders, our knees are right underneath those hips. Let's kick that right leg straight back. We pull that belly button up towards our spine. Ready? Bringing the elbow straight back and up towards that hip. Squeeze that outer back and lower all the way down. Back to straight arms. We row and squeeze, getting that little hold at the top. 5 more. 5, 4. On these last 3, let's hold at the top. So hold at the top for 3, 2, 1, 2 more, just like this. Up, 3, 2, 1. 1 more, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, knees back underneath those hips. We kick that left leg straight back. Ready? We're rowing on that right side, dragging the elbow back and up. Keeping that core engaged the whole time. And 5 more, you can do it. Keep that elbow tight and squeeze at the top. And 4, ready? On these last 3, we hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Lower slow, up, 3, 2, 1. You can do it. Last one for 3, 2. Last one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, okay. Take a quick breather. Going into our lateral raises. All right. That core is locked in. We're keeping a slight bend in those elbows, and we have the slight tuck of our arms forward. Ready? We lift and lower with control. And 3, 4, 5. We're not swinging the weights, we're moving with control. 6. We want healthy shoulders. 7, 8, 9. You can do it. 10. 2 more. Ready? On this last one, hold those weights straight up. We're just going to come forward and out. Forward and out. You can do it. Just 4 more. And 3, 2, last 1, and bring them down. Woo, spicy. All right, grab a quick drink, shake out those arms before we go into our underhand raise. Woo. All right. So with our lateral raises, you're really feeling those shoulder caps, right? Whenever we do these underhand raises, we should be feeling it a bit more in our chest. You might feel it a little bit in the fronts of those shoulders still, but we want the main focus to be in that upper chest. And we do that by locking those shoulders back, keeping our chest open, and scooping that weight up. That's our chest working, okay? All right, keeping that slight bend in our elbows the whole time. Roll those shoulders back, lock them in. So think about pulling your shoulders back as you scoop the weights up. We bring the weights together and we lower with control. So scoop and lift, little hold at the top and lower. 4, that little hold at the top. 5, 6, keep that core engaged. 7, 8, you can do it. 9, last one, let's hold at the top. Ready, we lower one side at a time, so lower and lift, meet back at the top. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold and lower. Oh my gosh. Woo. Shake out those arms. We have one more round. Last round, best round. I know those arms are on fire, that back's on fire, but we can do it. We only have to do each of these moves one more time, all right? We got this. So grab a quick drink, get ready to go. We're gonna embrace the burn on this last round. All right, grabbing one dumbbell, going into our curl to press. Starting on that left side, we kick that right leg out, flexing that right glute. Let's lock that core in and bring that right arm straight out to the side. Ready? We curl, rotate away, and press. 8, just like this. Elbow stays locked in. Then we rotate, we press that arm straight all the way. 4, halfway. 5. 6. 7. One more. Curl and press. Bring that weight all the way down and have that palm facing your hip. We're going to go into hammer curls for 8, 7, 6. We can do it. 5. What did I get myself into? 4. Last 3. 3, 2. Oh my gosh. One more big squeeze and lower. Oh my gosh. All right, shake it out. Let's bring it over to the other side. All right. I'm almost scared to do it over on this other side. All right, we grab that weight in our right hand. We lock that core in. We're sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring that left arm straight out. Ready? Palm faces away. We curl, rotate, and press. 2. Control that weight down. 3. Don't cut yourself short. We lower the weight all the way. Feel that stretch in your bicep. Then we curl and we press all the way straight up. 4. Moving through that full range of motion to get the most out of this workout. 5. You can do it. 6. 7. Last one. And then you know what's coming. We drop it all the way and then we face that palm towards our hip. Ready? Hammer curls for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You can do it. Keep that core engaged. 3, 2. Last one. Whoo. All right. Man, that left side was so much harder. I'm definitely weaker on my left side than my right. If one side feels a little bit more difficult, that's totally normal. That's why we do single arm movements and use dumbbells to help us balance out. Also, another quick tip is if you do have a weaker side, I always recommend starting on your weaker side so that you don't cut yourself short. You can just like give a little bit more energy to that weaker side and then match it to your stronger side, or match your stronger side to the weak. Because you don't want to do like more reps or better form on your stronger side and then not be able to complete that on your weaker side, if that makes sense. So anytime I tell you to start on your left, I tend to just do that because most people are more right dominant. But if you're more left dominant and your right side's weak, feel free to start on the right. Okay, those dumbbells are right underneath those shoulders. Knees are right underneath those hips. We're gonna kick that right leg straight back for our kickstand. Ready, and we row. 10 reps. 9. Driving that elbow straight back and up. 8. 7. 6, you can do it. 5, little hold at the top. 4. 3, 2 more. 2. Ready, on this last one, hold, lower halfway, and then row. So lower halfway and row. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, we got to bring it over to the other side. We can do this. All right. Hands under those shoulders, knees under hips. This time we kick our left leg straight back for our kickstand. Keeping that core engaged, we row on the right. Elbow drives back and up. 9, 8 more. 8, 7, getting that pause to the top each time. 6, 5, you can do it. 4, 3, 2, ready. On this last one, we hold at the top, lower halfway and up, lower halfway and up. 6 more, just like this, little pulses. 6, but controlled. 5, 4, keep that elbow tight. 3, 2, last one, big squeeze and lower on down. Whew. Oh my goodness. My upper body's on fire. Okay. Are you ready? Even though these are accessory moves, like compound moves, we're using more muscles, they take a lot of our energy. These little accessory moves, especially when it's your upper body, they just burn so much. They hurt so bad. But we can do it because it's our last round. Okay, last round, best round. We can do it. We're in this together. We're going to push through the burn. Okay. We have that slight bend in our elbows the whole time and that slight tuck forward. Ready, lock that core in. And we raise and lower. Nice, smooth, fluid motions. No swinging here. 5, 6, 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ready, hold at the top. We come forward and out, forward and out. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, you can do it. 4, 3, almost there. 2, push through. Last one and lower. All right, shake out those arms. And then we have our underhand raises. All right. Palms facing away from you. We keep that slight bend in our elbows. This is our last move. We can do it. That core is locked in. Shoulders rolled back. Ready? We scoop that weight up. Elbows tapping together at the top. We hold and lower with control. So big squeeze and scoop, lower. Think about pulling those shoulders back as you scoop the weights up. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep squeezing that chest. 9, 1 more. We hold at the top. Ready, lower one side down at a time. Meet back at the top. Alternating side to side, we scoop and hold. Scoop and hold. Keep it going. You can do it. 4 more. For 4. 3, 2, it burns. Last one and lower. We made it. Oh my gosh. My arms are on fire. That feels amazing. Okay, we did it, guys. I'm so proud of you for showing up today and doing this upper body circuit with me. I hope you are feeling strong and sculpted and amazing and so proud of yourself for showing up today. We are nearing the end of this challenge, so just keep showing up, keep doing your best, and I will see you back here tomorrow.